What's going on, E-World? And I was knocked out. If I'd have known it was 70 degrees out here, I'd have been out here. But it's all good. It ain't too late. Still got a little bit of sunlight left. We're going to see what we can make it do. Got a couple new things on my bike. Well, it's not new, but got this new little helmet right here that I done already banged and scratched up because the other day I didn't have my chin strap strapped. Damn thing flew off my head, bounced all over the ground. Better that than my head. Midnight looking fine because she got a bath. As you can see, my dash lights are back on and working. Everything is back as it's supposed to be. Except them dash lights, but I'm going to take care of that. I got to reset that with my diagnostic. But what the problem was, the weather stripping in my trunk liner is old and dry rotted, so rain has been getting down in the boot and has jacked everything up. Had my stereo system, which is factory jacked up. Had my door locks and all that stuff not working. Messed everything up because stuff had gotten wet. But I put a dehumidifier back there and the heater, which is why you see the cord right there. So we dried it out. We got the water out of there. Ain't even no more water in my tail light. Water had got all in the tail light because it went, I guess, yeah, it goes right down in there. And man, there's some damage. But luckily I caught it before it got too bad. And normally most people just let it go like that and let their electronics submerge and soak in all that water. But I was on it ASAP. Can't put my whole trunk in a bag of rice, so I had to do what I had to do. But I did it and it's done. Let's see. Still got enough juice from earlier today because we ain't do too much. And we're gonna take a little ride around the neighborhood as always. Man, as soon as the weather stays consistent, I'm going to NY or I'm going to DC. I'm going on a group ride. I want to hang out with some other e-bikers. I got to know where I stand and, as far as my bike. See if I can keep up with the big boys. If not, then I got more work to do. And I already know I got more work to do, but I'm curious to see what I can do with what I got. And what I got ain't a lot. So put my goggles on, turn in the bubble Barney Rubble, goggles Paisano. Like I mentioned the other day, if any of y'all old school dudes remember the Flintstones, y'all remember Barney Rubble was that DIY guy. He built that little race car fast as hell. Called himself Goggles Paisano. Fred can't build shit. But Fred just got a big ass mouth, like most people. And talk trash and can't do nothing. He couldn't even drive the car. But see, Barney built it and Fred raced it. Fred wasn't good for shit, but talking trash. Anyway, ah, so Hellcat going through there. Dudes think they is all that in the bag of chips for speed. They alright. They alright. I'll go get that E55 and put on him and his lights out. Whew. And it's 20-year-old technology. Oh man, it's beautiful out here. This ain't even no speed ride. For real, for real. It's just a cruise. Man, that's it's a beautiful thing. That's all I can say, man. And yeah, I'm half speed demon, but I like the cruise too. Mainly like the cruise. Go up here and work on our wheelie game just a little bit, man. This thing got hella torque, man. Hella torque. And I state that all the time. It's a 1500 watt direct drive, man. Wait till that 3kW come in that I know a lot of guys running 10 kilowatts through them 3kWs, man. The real ones anyway, not the Chinese joint. The real ones. I'm gonna put the hub sinks on there. I'm gonna put the stator aid up in there. I got some other plans. I got a little secret weapon I'm working on. I'm calling it Ebike Nitrous. And basically what that's designed to do, even though I don't have much now, let me see. It makes it so I won't have zero voltage sag at all. I'll go and explain a little bit of that. It's basically a super capacitor, and that ain't no new technology. It may be new to using it in the e-bike game, but I've actually seen somebody else implementing that too. So they must be out that same mob as me. I used to have a stereo shop back in the day, and you know, I like them systems that go boom. Not no more. That's why I'm deaf. I can't hear nothing in my old age, but I used to like them loud systems, so I was into all that, man. I've been doing electronic stuff for a long time, and not just the stereo game. You can call me a nerd or whatever. I'm far from that, because I was out that other mob too. I'm just well-rounded. But I was in the CB radio, ham radio. I had a ham shack in a big CB base station in my house. Big Moonraker 6s up on a 50-foot tower, running about 10,000 watts of broadcasting power. I had more power than your local radio station, but that's another world. Anyway, that's why I can get a whole lot out of a little bit, because what I got right now on my bike is a little bit, but you can best believe I'm getting the max out of it, the max out of what little bit I got. Oh boy. See what I'm saying? And if y'all stick around, I'm gonna show y'all how to do the same. It ain't hard, man. It ain't hard at all. Let me see. I'm still recording. It's enough with the wheelies. I'm not going to do what I did to my Ninja with this e-bike. Even though I think this e-bike can probably handle a little bit more abuse than that damn Ninja. the motorcycles, man. Once they hit the ground, that's it. They fall all to pieces. And I say that I don't want to mess my bike up. I know for a fact that I can't hurt this bike. This bike is tougher than leather. But I don't want to ugly it up. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I know for a fact that it can handle falling down a little bit. I just don't want to scratch it all up. It's a Benz, for Pete's sake. You don't do no pavement princesses like that. Going uphill. Bye bye. I always put my pedal on so they know I'm a bike. Make it look good. See that down there? It's because I got that speed limit to lock that 40. And it does what it's supposed to do. It limits my speed to 40. If I did, let me tell you, people think having a limiter or a governor is always a bad thing. Not always. Because by having a limiter, and I created my own limiter at 40, that keeps your current and your voltage from spiking. When your current and your voltage start spiking on your controller, especially if it's not a, it's not a show enough official, real deal Holyfield. This is a Chinese Yanzi, something like that. And I suspect with a lot of current spikes and all that kind of stuff, man, them little MOSFETs, they won't last long. Disconnected. Oh, okay. Them little MOSFETs, man, they won't last long. And although I can repair that, man, I ain't got none on hand, and I don't feel like messing with that tedious work. So like I say, ain't no need in trying to get no more speed. I'm waiting on that big box to come. When that big box come, I'm gonna have what I need, and I'm gonna get real busy because I'm taking this thing to the next level, man. I'm pushing all I can push to 72 volts now. When I get that big controller, I got the little Saviton joint coming with that. That's only 150 amp. But I'm ordering this other joint. Damn, and I always forget the name of it. Starts with an F. Far something. Shit. Don't never get old. But anyway, that joint I'm talking about, man, you can run up to 120 volts. I think you can run more than that through there. And yeah, man, that's what I plan. Man, listen, I'm not going with using a lot of current. You can accomplish the same thing with high voltage. So you can use high voltage and pull less amps. That way you have longer range. You know, you can let's say you running 40 miles an hour and you using a lot of current. Let's say you use a 50 amps of current, 40 miles an hour at 72 volts. You can get that same speed with 120 volts with probably 20 amps of current. Your current affects your capacity. You know, the more current you're drawing, the faster your batteries are going to drain. So I'm going with a high voltage, high amperage system. I want to have the best of both worlds. And I'm going to have that all on some switches with relays and everything, so I can switch between different battery systems. I was trying to explain to somebody else how to do it, or you can do it. They try to tell me you can't do it. Damn lie. Damn lie. All you need is some high output relays and some switches. And yeah, tell me what I can't do. But yeah, I'm going to have some secret switches, combination switches like I used to do back in the day. I used to make you know, back in the day, I broke a few laws here and there. But not only did I have a stereo shop, guys used to come to me. They want them little secret compartments. You know, they want to be able to hit a button and open up a little safe in their car. And I don't know what they putting in their safe. Hey, ain't none of my business. I just make the safe. And I used to do some slick stuff, whereas though you need a series of different configurations to open them. Like you might have had to turn the left blinker on and turn the cruise control on, hit the sunroof button, and the safe pop out. It would never be you just hit one button and the safe jump out, man. There ain't really no safe. You need a combination. Anyway, I plan to do the same thing with a legal looking e-bike. Because when you look at it, it's going to look like all day long, little 48 volt e-bike with some extra batteries. They just don't think it's some extra batteries for range. But when I start popping switches, when I start hitting switches, I'm going to start dusting britches. Absolutely. So, e-bike world, all I can say is look out, because here I come. I know don't nobody know me, don't know who I am, but trust and believe. If you stick around long enough, I'm going to show you a little something. Let's see. I've been into PEVs. I don't even know if it's been 6 months. Because I got my first little skateboard, which was a Meepo V3, right in the end of fall, the beginning of winter. It was still halfway warm. And then I loved that. I love the skateboard. I just like I like electronics and gadgets, period. So I started with the little Meepo. Then I got me a Varley Eagle 1. And I was pissed off because all the YouTubers was getting them joints for free. And I bought mine. So mad about that. But anyway. And then I got this Zugo. Now, I didn't buy this thing brand new, because I don't buy hardly anything brand new. Got to be something I really want, and that's the only way you can get one is brand new. One thing I ain't gonna be doing is sitting on no damn waiting list and waiting those 6 months and 9 months and all that for something to come. and standing in those long ass lines like iPhones and shit. That's why I ain't no iPhone guy, man. I'm a tech guy. And being a tech guy, I can tell you iPhones ain't shit. Just paying for the name. If you're a real tech enthusiast, you know Androids run circles around iPhones all day, every day. You take the cheapest Android, can do 10 times more than what an iPhone can do. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject matter. I say that to say this. What was I talking about? I was talking about how I got this Zugo. I bought this Zugo off Facebook Marketplace. Uh, the dude had, you better connect back. Stop playing with me. Okay. The dude would leave his bike outside locked up and remove the battery and take it up to his third floor apartment, which I don't blame him when we dragging that joint up there. But then again, I would. But anyway, he dropped his battery down the steps. He gave me that battery. It ain't like it's a lie. I got that battery. It was all broke up. 18650s everywhere. But he thought, just like a lot of guys thought, that he had to buy a proprietary battery from Zugo. And Zugo wanted $1,100 for that little 48 volt battery. So main man was like, man, I ain't paying no $1,100 for no battery. And not only that, he made out anyway, because insurance, he had Reynolds insurance and they reimbursed him. He got a whole new bike. So therefore, I got this bike for the low. I ain't even gonna tell you what that was. But you do the math. You know what these cars brand new. He thought that he had to buy $1,100 battery, and he sold me the bike for the difference and a little less because he felt like it wasn't worth too much without the battery. But anyway, I like to make out. I like to make out all the time. Just like my little automobiles. Nah, I'm not that Mercedes guy that can afford the brand new $100,000 joints. And even if I could, I wouldn't. I got my little old school Benzes because they always had some type of misdiagnosis. Just give me all those history, that's all. I ain't got nothing else. I ain't riding, doing nothing slick. I ain't popping the wheels and stuff. So all I can do is run my mouth a little bit, get a little background on me, and hopefully with some little understanding of my background, you're going to know that I ain't bluffing when I say I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Now, my first little 500E, the hell was that? That wasn't me. Somebody, the guy's transmission, it was in limp mode, meaning his transmission wouldn't upshift. It was in second gear. So he took it to Mercedes, and Mercedes don't like to diagnose and do repairs. They like to replace entire systems. So Mercedes told him that his transmission was done and it would be $6,500. Okay. And he didn't even go get a second opinion. He just assumed that because Mercedes told him that was it. I drove the car and saw that it wasn't the transmission. I knew it wasn't the transmission because you could still manually shift the gears and they weren't slipping. So I knew it wasn't the transmission. I knew it was something simple. And anybody knows about cars, they already know what I'm going to say it was. The conductor plate. The conductor plate is a little electronic circuit board that goes in your transmission that tells the car when to shift. It's got a speed sensor in there. It's got shoot, damn, brain freeze right now. But anyway, they switch the transmission basically, and that conductor plate cost me $150, and I put it on in 30 minutes and rode out and got the car for a steal, because at the time I think the book value on that car was about 7 or 8 grand. So he did the same thing the bike guy did. Made a calculation that Benz told him $6,500, deducted that from the blue book value, and then deducted a whole lot more. So I got that car for pennies on the dollar. Same thing with my S500. Bad aromatic. You see a whole bunch of them cars sitting low to the ground because the suspension rides on air. So if you get a hole anywhere in the system, guess what? Cars driving to the ground. Same thing with that. I think he took his to Mercedes too, or somebody told him a hell of money because they was going to replace the entire system instead of tracking down the bad part, which was just the rear air spring, air strut. And you can get one of them for about $150. So, yeah. Anyway, it's good to know a little something. And if you don't know something, you need to learn something. Because you can save yourself a lot of money and get stuff for the low. Anyway, that's that. And, oh, snap. I'm glad I wasn't going real fast. And that's exactly why I need a brighter headlight on this thing. Because the center LED is burnt out. So all I got is the riding headlight, the one that goes, the little circle part. And it ain't bright at all. And I'm just running my mouth and roll right over that little speed bump. Almost Evil Knievel. So stop running my mouth, man. And that's pretty much going to conclude this little video, man. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my ride and holler at y'all a little bit later. All right, fellas, y'all take it easy, take care. And as I told you, if you live anywhere on the East Coast, close to VA, DC, or Maryland, and you want a little help with your e-ride, you want to do some modifications, you need to do some repairs, hit me up. I'll help you out, man. I love this stuff, man. It ain't work to me. It's all in fun. That don't mean you're going to get stuff done for free. But, yeah, man, this is what I do. All right. That being said, deuces.